Okay, guys, so I have been trying to figure out what was going to make me come back to YouTube, and honestly, it is this story right here. So, um, a few months ago, I met this guy. We will call him Mr. Peabody, obviously, if you read the story title. And me and Mr. Peabody, when we met, we hit it off. Everything has been super cool. But when me and Mr. Peabody hang out, me and Mr. Peabody, we don't drink. That is something that I have been trying to implement lately, especially when I'm getting to know somebody on like a romantic level, because I feel like I just need to be clear-headed. Like I need to see like what all is going on with you, and you need to be able to see me, right? So one day me and Mr. Peabody, we are sitting there, we're, talking, chatting, texting, doing all that. And basically, he comes up with the suggestion that we watch Real Housewives of Atlanta and we drink. So I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Like, you can come over or whatever. Like, I'll be here. So he shows up with a bottle of wine and we start Real Housewives. I have my little toke and we're drinking. So of course, like we're like an episode and a half in and we run out of wine. So I'm like, okay, well, since you got the first bottle, I'll go ahead and get the second. So I get the second. We're drinking that. We're done. So I was like, oh dang, like, we drank two bottles. Like I'm still like super sober. Like at this point, like I'm not tipsy really. Like I just kind of feel a little normal. And to me that's kind of weird because I'm like, okay, well, we just drank two bottles. I know that like my tolerance isn't that high. Um, I gotta be tripping. Like something has to be going on here. So we're like, okay, like let's get some White Claws. So we go and get the White Claws or whatever. And before we start back watching the show, we just start talking. And we're kind of talking about my apartment or whatever, just like the whole journey to moving here because he's not from here either. So I'm telling him, I'm like, yeah, like these are the things that I want to do in my apartment or whatever. And I like this, and this. And I was telling him about how I don't really invite people over because I don't really like to have people in my house. And also, people tear your stuff up and they just don't care for it in the way that you would. So we're talking about all of that. And he was like, oh, well, you don't have to be like that, whatever. Cool. Hold on to that conversation. So we're watching TV again and we're drinking and whatever. We fall asleep. Y'all, I'm kind of like, he's kind of like laying like right here ish. And I'm like this. I wake up, my eyes just open. Like there weren't any loud noises or anything. Like I just literally woke up. The minute I wake up, I hear like this noise and it sounds like a bunch of water. And I'm just like, is the TV leaking? Like, what's going on? Y'all, I look down and my clothes are getting wet. It's literally nothing but a puddle. I look at this man out and I tap him. I'm like, hey, wake up, wake up, wake up. You're peeing, you're peeing. This man does not move. I was like, hey, get up. You're peeing. Like, you're peeing on me. At this point, he done peed on me. He done peed on himself. And he done peed on my couch. So he finally wakes up or whatever. And he just stands up. And I'm like, oh my God, this man is still drunk. And I was like, hey, you peed. And it was like he didn't hear me. Like nothing happened at all. So I was like, hey, take your pants off, take your shirt off, and just get in the shower. So I give him, like a towel, a shirt, or whatever, and get in the shower. After he gets out of the shower, I get in the shower and we lay in the bed or whatever. Now, at this point, he has not said anything about him peeing on himself. All he has done was taking his clothes off, gotten in the shower, and now he's laying in my bed. And all I'm thinking to myself is, oh my God, what if this boy pees in my bed? Like, I can't really kick him out because it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. And if you know anything about New York, you know that like the buses and the trains, like after a certain time at night, like they don't run as often. So I'm like, there's no point in kicking him out because he's drunk. So, like, you can't really hold a drunk person that responsible for the things that they do. And it's late at night, so I don't want to put somebody that's like super drunk out in the cold at 3 o'clock in the morning and tell them to find a way home. So I'm laying in the bed, and I literally could not go to sleep probably for the next hour because I'm on tornado watch. Like, there's a flash flood warning. I got to stay up and I got to stay alert. So then I finally turn to the other side and I go to bed. But then I smell this smell. And I'm like, oh my God, let me just stick my hand out. Because now all I'm thinking to myself is, has this man shit in my bed? Like, because that's the only thing that's worse than like peeing in the bed is shitting in the bed. And luckily he didn't. He just farted, which I mean, that's natural. All people fart in their sleep, even you. But it just had me so worried. So like the next day, or really I guess a few hours later, we get up and he leaves and he acts like nothing happened. And all I'm thinking to myself is, what do I say to this man and how do I say it? And like, where do we go after this? Because like, what would even be the proper response? Like, okay, I'm gonna tell you that you peed on my couch, right? You're gonna be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But like beyond like you helping to like pay to get my couch cleaned and all of that, like what do we do? Like, am I supposed to give this man another chance? Or do we feel like he's gonna be too embarrassed to really want to talk to me no more and he'll just go away? I feel like he don't have no choice but to go away because you cannot live that down. Especially after we had a conversation about how I don't like having people in my house and how people don't take care of other people's personal property. You get so drunk that you pee in my bed. So like then I also have to have like these other questions. Like, do you drink that much every time and you get that drunk that you piss on yourself at night? Like, is this normal for you? Because like this has never happened to me. And like the other thing that really worries me is the fact that y'all, we drank 2 bottles of wine and we had White Claws. I wasn't drunk, but clearly he was. And he's one of those people that I guess when they're drunk, you kind of can't really tell. But it also made me realize he was drinking more of the wine than what I was drinking. And that's why we were running out so fast. So, like, baby, that wasn't enough for you? Like a bottle and a half of wine and White Claw. I mean, yeah, you should have been torn up. But like, how do you act when you're around your friends? Like, do you get this drunk around your friends that it's just embarrassing, or like like it's just there's too much with that. And then it's like, what kind of like, do I have like respect for myself? Even if I talk to this person, I say, hey, you peed on my couch and you helped me get it clean, thank you so much. I still want to talk to you again, Mr. Peabody. Like, so you can come over my house and piss some more or do something else crazy. Like, y'all, I don't have no kids. So like I was not planning on learning the procedures to clean piss out of a sofa and what you should do if somebody pees in your bed. Like, y'all, I just bought this mattress like not too long ago, and I'd like to keep it clean. Also, this mattress is probably the most expensive mattress that I have ever purchased. So, like, the idea is to keep it clean and pristine all the way through. And clearly, you is a liability. Like, y'all, y'all, like, I literally cannot believe this. Um, oh, y'all, it really just happened. I'm sorry. I said that I wasn't gonna give y'all the timeline and all of that, but this thing just happened. Like, I'm still processing the emotions of everything. Like, I really haven't said anything to the boy because I'm like, this is just gonna be a very heavy conversation. Or maybe I'm just thinking of it like worse than what it really probably is. He's probably gonna say I'm sorry and help pay for the cleaning, and then we'll probably just stop talking. Like, I think that's probably the best thing that we can do. But I'm like, I don't know. Am I being shallow? Because like I've seen so many story times like of the girls being like, oh yeah, my man used to get drunk and he would pee on himself and stuff. I'm like, girl, why are you still with him? Um, is it because of love? I don't know. Mm. The first time you do that to me, yeah, you got to get on the chopping block, bro. I guess I answered my own question, but I had to still come and tell you guys about it. I had to get it off my chest because, like, whoa, like, we are way too old to be losing our faculties after drinking. And if we are, I think that we need to monitor our intake. I am not the intake lady. I will not be monitoring your intake. Only you know your body. And I guess some of y'all don't know your body because y'all out here peeing on people's couches and going home. Mm-hmm. But if y'all were in that situation, I mean, like, what would y'all do? Like, would y'all have kicked him out or what? Like, I feel like I was being, and I am still being a little too nice. But I will talk with you guys later. Peace.